Hi, this is Leanne from Global Media Networks with Business Roundup. The Colombo Stock Exchange has approved a principal and application submitted by PCH Holdings Limited for the listing of 252 million ordinary voting shares of the company on the Advisory Board of the Colombo Stock Exchange by way of an introduction. Then we have Orient Financial Services Corporation Limited changed its name to Orient Finance Limited by passing a special resolution at the extraordinary general meeting held on the 15th of June 2012. Sri Lanka's Commercial Bank of Ceylon and the Bank of America Merrill Lynch has clinched awards for the Best Bank and the Best Foreign Investment Bank for Sri Lanka given by Finance Asia, a financial magazine. We see that Sri Lanka's economy expanded by a slower 7.9% during the first quarter of this year from the same period a year earlier, dragged down by a fall in farm output according to the National Statistics Office. Gross domestic product during the 3 months to March 2011 was 8.0% according to the Department of Census and Statistics. The main industrial sector, which includes textiles and garments, construction and manufacturing, grew 10.8% in the first quarter of 2012, slower than 11.1% posted in the same quarter a year earlier. The services sector, which includes tourism, telecommunications, ports and transport, expanded by 5.8% in 2012, over 9.5% a year earlier. The agriculture sector grew by 11.5% in the quarter from a contraction of 4.3% in the previous quarter of 2011. We see that the country's dominant services sector has suffered the biggest setback as the economy shrank in the first quarter to 7.9% from 8% and above a year earlier and the fourth quarter of 2011. Now, accounting for 57.3% share of the economy, the services sector grew by only 5.8% in the first quarter, down from 9.5% a year earlier and 8.5% in the fourth quarter of 2011. Now, the drop is significant as it is amounted to 39% year on year and slightly above 31% quarter on quarter. Moving on to more business news, we have Michael Mailer, British national living in Sri Lanka, has been honoured by Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II in her birthday honours list for 2012. Mailer, a part-time teacher at the British School of British Council in Colombo, has been awarded the Member of the Order of the British Empire for the services he has rendered to the English language. A media release issued by the British Embassy in Colombo says Mailer has arrived in Sri Lanka in 1985 as an English teacher. At present, he works at the British Council and teaches beginners classes in Sinhala and Tamil. Among his work ranks the publishing of a dictionary of Sri Lankan English. It contains approximately 2,500 examples of words and expressions which are characteristic of the spoken English in Sri Lanka. He also has published a trilingual children's book and DVD called Kirthihan's Kite, and also illustrated flashcards of Sinhala and Tamil. Sri Lankan diplomat Sarat Kongahage has been appointed as the new president of the Diplomatic Council, an international non-governmental think tank based in Hague, Netherlands. Now, the global think tank, with a membership of more than 2,500 members consisting of diplomats, business personalities, sports and culture, etc., is aimed at encouraging international relations among the people, following the principles of the character of the Charter of the United Nations Organization. And we also see that the Sri Lanka's largest and most prestigious construction industry-related exhibition will be held at the Sirimava Bandaranaike Memorial Exhibition Centre in the premises of BMICH in Colombo from the 10th to the 12th of August 2012. Now, this 3-day exhibition organized by the National Construction Association of Sri Lanka for the 12th consecutive year is considered as the construction industry's country's key trade fair in the South Asian region. Now, the organizers said the main objective of this exhibition is to develop the construction industry in Sri Lanka by introducing world-class products, services, and state-of-the-art technology. This year's exhibition will be held under the theme Empowering the Construction Industry. Around 300 exhibition stalls have already been reserved. The organizers say that the exhibition will feature local and foreign exhibitors displaying products from Malaysia, India, Pakistan, and China while showcasing the achievements of Sri Lanka's construction industry. We also see that the chairman of the Sri Lanka Geological Survey and Mines Bureau says Sri Lanka does not have any commercial viable gold deposits. He says that gold found in several parts of the country is only in small scale and not sufficient quantities to process further. Recently, gold deposits were found in the Kalani River at Pugoda, and people flocked there to mine gold in the riverbed. And Geological Survey and Mining Authority took steps to grant permits for mining. However, the miners said that they could not find gold in quantities only sufficient for daily subsistence. We also see that the Sri Lanka Consumer Affairs Authority is to record statements from a group of officials of the state-owned Sri Lanka Cement Corporation over the incident of repacking a stock of expired cement for sale. Now, the authorities have confiscated 7,000 cement bags and banned the sale of the stock cement. The authorities say that the group of employees has been involved in this racket of selling expired cement after repacking them in bags labeled with new dates. The authority will take legal action against the officials for violating the laws of the consumer protection. And lastly, we see that airline carriers from the Asia-Pacific region are expected to contribute $2 billion to global industry profits for the year 2012 as compared to $4.9 billion in 2011, despite a previous $0.3 billion downgrade in profits as a result of a weak first quarter, according to a report from the International Air Transport Association. Now, Asian carriers make up about 40% of the global air cargo business, and the weakness of this market in 2011 was the reason why there was a large decline in the region's profits. Now, lower growth in Chinese and Indian economies was also cited in contributing factors to the slow industry growth environment. Nevertheless, the region is expected to benefit from stronger growth in aggregate passenger and cargo traffic this year as a result of the rebound in demand in the Japan market following the tsunami and the earthquake last year. With that, I round up the news for today. Thank you very much for listening, and see you again tomorrow.